The European Union says its Global Gateway Fund will offer billions of dollars to help build high-quality infrastructure, fibre optic cables, road and rail projects and renewable power, primarily in developing nations.
Think, for example, of investment in clean hydrogen. We have partner countries that have an abundance of renewable energy, think of wind or solar, to produce hydrogen, which is of interest for them as well as us. Or think of underwater data cable connecting two continents.
The fund will offer $340 billion through 2027, with the majority in loans rather than grants. It will aim to build healthcare capacity and invest in education.
We want to show that a democratic, value-driven approach can deliver on the most pressing challenges.
It's also about geopolitics, say analysts.
The main objective behind the Global Gateway is to respond to China's Belt and Road Initiative, China's new Silk Road. A lot of European companies have encountered huge competition from their Chinese rivals. Have also seen that countries are sliding into China's orbit.
But is Europe's $340 billion enough to compete?
China today has a total portfolio of overseas loans and credit of about $1,500 billion US.
That financial firepower was on show in Laos this week as the country officially opened a $5.9 billion 1,000-kilometre rail link with Kunming in China, 60% financed with Chinese state loans. For some analysts, the costs of Chinese debt are dangerously high.
The COVID situation doesn't augur particularly well for making money out of the railway, and that means more debt and less revenue, less export. To me, when I look at the facts about Laos' economic situation, it's difficult to avoid the conclusion that they're slipping deeper into a kind of Chinese orbit simply because of the economic decisions that they've made.
China has also invested in Europe, buying up ports like Piraeus in Greece and financing transport routes in the Balkan states. After watching Beijing move into its backyard, the EU is offering an alternative. Europe says its Global Gateway can work in conjunction with the G7 Build Back Better World Infrastructure Fund, launched by US President Joe Biden at June's G7 summit.
We also still have to see whether developing countries are interested in taking the conditions that are going to be attached to European loans in terms of environmental sustainability, transparency, and so forth. I think they will rather try to play off different donors against one another.
China has not responded directly to the European plans. Earlier this month, Beijing said there is plenty of room for cooperation in the field of global infrastructure. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.